This is a matchup we've been waiting for. Conference rivals who don't like each other very much, and heightened intensity here because both teams come in ranked in the top 10. This is Austin, Texas, and Darrell K. Royal Stadium, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Florida Gators, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. And the Gators will kick this away to start us off. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. They stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. Offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here. They're going to the air in the first play. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Crosses the 25. He breaks loose at the 40. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
That is exactly how you envision that first play going all week. You put it out there, you hope for a big play, and you hit it.
First out at their own 43. Suddenly they're no longer backed up at near midfield after that one explosive play. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Boy, good job here getting into the backfield and coming up with this sack here by the defensive line from the Florida Gators. And, Chris, you think about Florida, you think about defensive linemen, you think about an incredible history and legacy that they've had over the years. Start with Javon Curse, the freak, what he was able to do, and Kevin Carter, all the sacks he came up with. Dante Fowler, such speed off the edge. Even Derek Harvey, boy, he had an incredible year in 06 when the Gators won the national championship. We're still seeing them dominate the line of scrimmage today.
Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? Here's the snap, looking to throw here. A short completion at the tight end. They pick up enough for the first down. Football goes to the 45.
So we got the opening drive. We got a big third down. Why not go with that quick slant? It works. It typically does work, and it's a first down.
The Longhorns churn out another first down. He hands it off from the gun. Jukes to get free. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Throwing off play action. Makes a quick grab. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Both teams sort of sparring in the early going, what we expect to be a really competitive top 10 showdown here mid-season.
Yeah, mid-season games like this are so exciting because you think you know who these teams are, and after today we'll have a much better idea. The team that plays mistake-free is going to be able to get out of here with a win.
Can he get there on the ground? And the defense smothers him for no gain.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. It's a bootleg looking to throw. On the move now. Oh, they've got him. A fourth down sack and a turnover on downs.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the first down.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough. The ball is loose in the backfield. Defense makes the recovery a turnover.
Boy, the first carry of the game, and it ends with a fumble. Chris, you and I know this staff. We might see the backup get some reps on the next drive.
So it turns out that was a smart move by the head coach using the challenge. The officials overturned the previous ruling on that play. Offense getting set. Second down play here. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, two top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over.
He'll drop back here on third down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Sometimes you find that open receiver who's short of the sticks, and you hope the run after the catch will be able to give you the first down. The defense does a good job of keeping him short of the sticks. Let's see what they do here.
And he's got it at the 15. Offense takes the field. Last time the defense got a big fourth down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. Running out of time in the pocket. He's going to pull it down and run. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
Love the aggressive mindset from the play caller here on first down. Take a shot downfield. One thing is, they're all covered. Nobody's open. He gets flushed out of the pocket, decides to run towards the boundary and gets out of bounds, and a good gain and a first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Swarm for the pass rush. A sack.
Really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Sending the back in motion. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Bringing pressure. Pass rush swarming him again.
Well, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play, and this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is a big loss for the offense.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. And off the bounce, that punt will roll out of bounds. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 36.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Grab behind the line. It's Green. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Just a tremendous play here by the corner. Yeah, the offense does complete the pass, but the corner comes up, makes a nice form tackle while driving that offensive player back in the process.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Close to the tight end. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
Handoff from the shotgun. Powers through. Has the first down and more. That's a solid gain to move the sticks as the first quarter clock winds down. So, Kirk, we reach the end of one. So far, a defensive stalemate here in the early stats illustrating the story. Getting set here now for the second period. Both offenses looking for some efficiency, for a spark after that opening quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Same tailback, another carry. And that broken tackle will earn him first down yardage. The Gators looking to run some tempo here. He'll hand it off. Spins away from defenders. The Gators looking to cash in this red zone trip. Big throw caught on the left side. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a first and goal.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that first down.
And the Gators looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Gators. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Oh, it is incomplete. They call a screen on first down, but he just dropped it.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Looking for his big tight end. He's got a man down the middle. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. As the tight end flex out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. He makes the grab. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
Boy, how fortunate is the Florida defensive coordinator when you can rely on speed and quickness like this on the defensive line. No need to blitz. You don't have to bring those linebackers when you have the tradition and speed and excellence in the defensive line like these Florida Gators have.
2nd down, looking to throw it. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
So the ball at midfield, and now the offense facing a 3rd and long. And the wideout goes in motion. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
You know, with wide receivers, we get enamored with their size and their speed and their versatility and their ability to make plays after the catch. But none of those things are more important than taking care of the ball. He makes the catch, but he doesn't secure the football, and it's a fumble.
And the Gators offense retakes the field. Now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. They went for it and failed on 4th down earlier. Let's see if they fare better here. The shotgun running play call. To the 25. They make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone.
I can't believe the call here by this offense. A lot of teams, they're not going to keep it on the ground in this situation. 4th and 1, 4th and inches is one thing. But they needed more than that here, and they line up and hit this defense right in the mouth and pick up a first down. Give a lot of credit to the big boys up front for making that happen. You talk about a confidence booster going forward.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. An inside give now from the shotgun. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
First and goal, they try to run it in. He takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns. Can you say methodical, a marathon march, Kurt, just pounding away and wearing down that defense.
They just kept moving the sticks and moving the sticks until they got into the red zone, and they just kept moving the sticks until they got into the end zone. What a drive.
Point after, up and good. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Returner looking to make a play here. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action.
Breaks into the clear. Out past the 30. They finally bring him down, but he makes it inside the 15-yard line. First down in great scoring position. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Boy, that last carry, Chris, puts him right at 100 yards for the game. How's he done it? Because he's been patient. He's followed his blocks. He's let everything develop in front of him, and he's busted through for some big gains.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal.
Chris, this is a great gain, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right, but the offensive line showing the defense it's a run look is what opens this up eventually for the nice game.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The penalty backs the defense up even more. Now first and goal from the 1. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown. He shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
They're setting out to try the PAT. The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he can't hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you just have too much time in your hands. You end up thinking way too much. Gets your hands a little shaky.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. They're going to run it here. Into the clear at the 25. reaches the 30-yard line. So it's a first down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Tackle made after a big gain.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive line up. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in the rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Chris, that last carry puts him now at 100 yards for the game, where he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop in front of him, then use that burst to pick up some good gains today.
Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now.
You play zone coverage, and the quarterback is patient. This is a tough play to defend. Nice job of waiting for the receiver to get into the window and then making an accurate throw.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Looking to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. He goes down, but they'll have a chance here now just before halftime.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They've got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
This will likely be the last play of the half. Trying to find some room. It's Chambers. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. The Minnows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Longhorns will kick this away to begin the second half. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Retakes the field. They built the lead with an efficient running game. Let's see if they can take to the air now to start the third quarter. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Makes the grab. It's Chambers. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 2. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Chambers. And he's ruled down after the catch, but it's enough for a first down.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
The Gators will line up on 1st and 10. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The junior able to bring him down quickly. The Gators hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. And third down, it's a handoff. Defense stuffs him right there. No gain. 4th down coming up.
Chris, as you know, the reason this team has such a nice lead today is the day that this guy has had running the football. But that time, finally, the defense comes up with an answer for him.
Fourth down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. Looking for a man. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Brought down to the 46. Good enough for a first down. And the Gators offense is on the move now.
That's what you love to see from the quarterback, recognizing the receivers past the marker, and a good job by the receiver to know where he needed to go to get that first down.
The player is down injured after that last play. They take a timeout or they check him out. Important 2nd down play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Running back grabs it on the screen. Gets some space around the 30. Inside the 10, all the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Gators.
I'll tell you what, a screen pass is tough to do, but when executed well, the result is this. Perfectly timed by the quarterback to drop it off to the back, gets the big lineman in front of him, all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. Play action here on first down. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And one big play has moved the ball across midfield. 1st and 10 in enemy territory. And looking to throw now on first down. Quick throw over the middle. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted, take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Tackle made after just a short gain. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. A play action, looking to throw. Zips it down the middle. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Chambers. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The Gators will have to kick it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. No fair catch. He feels the punt. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Texas offense comes back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. They're going to scramble now. He gets the first and still going. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Looking to make a big play downfield. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, in case you're counting at home, that was nearly his third interception of the game. That offensive staff has either got to give this quarterback some easy passes to build his confidence up, or they need to make a change and bring the other guy in. He's just reckless out there so far today.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. Quarterback looking to scramble.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, they'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which could open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Big-time conversion to keep the drive going. First down now from the 30.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Pressure is coming. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
The Longhorns line up on 1st and 10 now. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Handoff here from the shotgun. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Makes the grab. Can he get there? He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a first and goal now.
Hey, it's got to start somewhere. That's a nice conversion here on third down. You got a long way to go, but maybe a little momentum here. Let's see what they can do coming off of that nice play.
A chance to get right back into this football game. It's first down and goal. And we're able to get him down. So just 1 for 3 in red zone trips so far. They come up on second and goal. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. He's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line. Not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
On third and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. Touchdown, Texas. They finish off the scoring drive. So here we go, fourth quarter. Cut into the lead, but still work to do.
Well, I think the cool thing is that they're still battling, and they put themselves at least in a position now to possibly come back and maybe, who knows, win this game. But it's going to be up to their defense. They've got to get the ball back to have a chance.
See if they can convert the point after. The extra point is good. They're down by a touchdown, 21-14. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. Something together in this drive.
Well, this guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Short connection to a tight end here. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
And they pick up the first on the ground. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. The Gators come up to the line in the hurry-up.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the fourth quarter, critical down in distances, and this guy is just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Second down play coming up for this offense. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Looking to pass here on second down. caught behind the line. It's Chambers. It'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
This play's really well defended here by the defense. They try to sneak the back out. The defense is aware of it. Not only aware of it, keep him short of the line of scrimmage for a loss. Sometimes those backs can sneak out unidentified. This time the defense saw him and made the play.
One of the biggest plays we've had so far. Third down and the crowd really getting into it. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. The 10. Touchdown, Florida. There was no catching him that time.
Well, another touchdown pass for this quarterback. Multiple scores on the day. He is in total control of this offense right now, and the defense just doesn't have an answer.
And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch and gets his foot down. What a play. Good for a first down.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Game moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. Looking for a receiver. The pass rush closing in. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-holed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Diving grab. What a play by that receiver. Longhorns looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Try and muscle for the first down. They make the stop at the 47. That's enough for a first down.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for you.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
All of this pressure and sacks are starting to impact this quarterback. You can sense that internal timer is sped up a bit more than usual.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Looking downfield near the end zone. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking right, this one caught.
And the best thing that happens here, Chris, is he gets out of bounds. Gives the offense a chance to regroup, huddle up, make sure they have the right call here for this critical fourth down.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down.
Here we go.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And he throws his third interception of the day.
Well, I thought they had a real chance here to be able to cut into this lead, but the quarterback gives it back to the defense, and the climb just got much steeper as they're running out of time here in the fourth.
And the Gators offense retakes the field. Working clock with the ground game. Oh, look at the quick cut. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43. Here's the second down play. They'll run it to the left. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. This is a big third down play coming up. If they can get the stop, you have to believe we'd see a timeout. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. A deep shot to the left side. And it's caught inside the 10. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal. Well, barring something crazy, Kirk, that should be enough to secure this victory. They came in trying to dodge the upset in this early season showdown, and they passed the test.
Chris, is a great game and a fun way to start the season. And I think the fact that the team that was expected to win wins this football game, they can use that as a confidence builder. And for the team that loses, think about this. Still a long way to go to be able to kind of right the ship and kind of have the season you expect to have. Chris, this is situational football. This is really where the great coaches separate themselves, because in these kind of situations, this is where you want to be able to score and kill the clock. Some teams do it better than others, and that's primarily coaching and execution.
No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Gators.
You know, this head coach and even the players always talk about wanting to play a full 4 quarters, and that's what we're seeing right now. I don't think they're interested in running the score up. I just think they're out there executing the plays called. Right now, they continue to put touchdowns up on the board.
And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Looks like the quarterback will just take a knee here. They went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. There's the snap, and he just takes a knee. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. This was a case of a higher-ranked, respected team that came in here and handled business. Did what we expected them to do, Kirk, but they did it with impressive focus and execution.
Man, you said it. These guys just seem to be on a mission today. They weren't going to let anything get in their way, especially another ranked opponent. This team was motivated from the opening kickoff.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.